So are y'all ready for the secret to living like Trainer Joe, which is me? What's the secret to living like Trainer Joe? Me. Well, I'm going to tell you, and if that sounds a little cocky, that's okay. That's part of what we got going on here, is cocky. Let me tell you the secret. First of all is an attitude that you're going through this life one way or the other. You might as well decide to have some fun with it. And that's attitude. So let's just put this whole thing with an idea that a good positive attitude is going to make everything better, so do that. Okay, that's just not optional. You need to have a reasonably positive attitude. That should be 101 for anybody. So I've got 3 secrets here. Number 1, and it's all attitude is just a gimme. Number 1, I'm willing to do without needless calories. So all attitude is just a gimme. To remain at my goal weight. I'm willing to do without needless calories to remain at my goal weight. Now, a lot of people that I work with are like, remain at my goal weight. I would just like to get to my goal weight. I would like to lose some weight. Whatever. The concept is still there. Are you willing to do without needless calories for that to happen? I love Breyer's peanut butter ice cream. I'm a huge fan of Rice Krispie treats, but I really like it when they have the chocolate on top like that. Hey Teresa, hey Rose, hey Kay, hey Bill. And if it's not something sweet, I'm a fan of cheese puffs. Now, of course, I would like them to be natural, organic, and all that. Love this stuff. Love this stuff. But when I begin to gain weight and I'm having a bowl of this ice cream every night, I'm willing to stop. Willing to stop. Most people aren't. Most people have this idea that, well, I'm entitled to some chips, I'm entitled to some ice cream, I'm entitled to some enjoyment. My idea is I love it. I would like to have as much of these things as I possibly can. But when it comes down to it, I'm willing to not have any. So I have some, but the willingness to not have any means you're not going to gain weight. But too many people feel entitled. Well, I'm entitled to a certain amount. I'm entitled to a certain amount of enjoyment from my food. Really, it's out of control, and they'll use these things as excuses. So what I try to help people with is, hey, get to the point to where you hold it loosely and that you're more concerned about the weight, and I am. I love this stuff. I don't tell anybody they shouldn't eat treats. I like treats. I eat treats. But why wouldn't you be willing to not have them if they're making you overweight? So, first thing is a willingness to do without needless calories. The calories you get from these are needless, right? So we would agree with that. You need to eat some protein and carbs and fats, but you don't need this. This is extra. This is fun. We don't see it like that. We're like, well, I'm entitled to a little of this. No, you're not. You're not. You're going to be overweight and obese and unhealthy because you felt like you were entitled. So that's my mindset. I realize that's not everybody's mindset. And I also know this. It used to be a whole lot easier years ago before these were invented and before this could be bought for $3.50 a half gallon. It's a little less than half gallon, I believe. And for these, you could buy in a package and just buy them and buy them and buy them. And there they are right down the street and eat them and eat them and buy them and eat them and eat them. Now it's hard. Now it takes a new mindset. Now it takes initiative. My mindset is, I ain't going to eat it if I start getting fat. Why would you do that? So that's my mindset. It can be your mindset too. But it's not yet for most people. Second secret. Hey, Marcia. Brittany. Paula, hadn't seen you in a while. Paula, Steve, good to see you. So here I am in my basement with my son, and we are working out. And we work out together every Wednesday in my basement. I also work out every Monday and every Saturday. My workout is a standard. I do it, period. Now, I may skip a Monday and do it on a Tuesday. I may skip a Saturday, do it on a Friday. I may skip a whole week when I go on vacation, but it is part of me. My workout is not a goal. It's a standard. I'm going to do it. Now, having said that, I worked out this morning and I woke up, didn't feel like it. I got low back pain. I got a shoulder that's got a torn rotator cuff, a leaky bursa sac, and a frayed labrum. So I'm not perfect health, perfect everything, but I'm going to work out. Why wouldn't I? Because I got a sore shoulder or low back pain? So if that's all it takes for you not to exercise, you ain't going to exercise. There's going to be something. So you need to have exercise become a standard. You just do. Because I wake up tired. I wake up not feeling like exercising. I wake up with other things to do, and I have seasons where I'm so busy, I got to squeeze in a short workout. But you know what I'm going to do? Squeeze in a short workout. People that say they don't have time to exercise are lying. Okay? It's just not a priority. That's all. It's just not a priority. People that say they can't lose weight are lying. Okay? If you're trying, you're lying. This is just something you get to decide to do, but you're not willing to not eat the calories that give you the extra weight. And I know that was harsh sounding, and I apologize for that, but it's the truth. You can when you decide to, and it's not, for some people, it's really, really, really difficult. So let me say that. I'm not saying that you should just do it because it's easy. Maybe you shouldn't do it because it will require so much of you to do it. That's fair. But you could. You could choose to, but maybe it requires too much for you to. That's fair, but you could. So all I'm saying is, I think it helps a lot of people if they come to the point to where they know, well, I could. So secret 2 is making the workout a standard. You don't do it because you feel good or do it because you're in good health. Maybe you should do it because you ain't in good health. You don't do it because things are going well or you have extra time. You do it because it's who you are and you're going to do it. I was talking to one guy once and he was coming to me for help. He said, Joe, I don't need to be super fit. He said, but I would like people when they look at me to think, oh, he works out. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? I want that. I want people to look at me and say, oh, he works out. Don't you? Well, you know how that happens? You work out 3 days a week and you push it a little bit. Well, who wants to do that? Not most people. They don't. They just don't. I do. You could too. Well, I don't have time. That's a lie. Well, it's too expensive. That's a lie. Well, there ain't no place to go. That's a lie. Everywhere. $15 a month at some of these places. You just haven't decided it's that important yet. Well, I got too many health issues. Maybe. Who do you know that's really so unhealthy they can't exercise at all? Now, if you're paralyzed in a wheelchair, you're going to be really limited, and I get that, and I'm not trying to put guilt on anybody. I'm just trying to help you with this is the way I look at it. This is my mindset, and it works. You might want to decide to adopt some of these ideas and mindsets because your current one ain't working if you're watching thinking, I need help with this. So number 2 was making a workout a standard rather than a goal or objective or dream or whatever. You just do it. And number 3, seek help to make number 1 and number 2 happen, because most people are not already at that place. Most people would like to be at a good weight and look like they work out. Most people would like that. Not everybody's willing to do that. Most people aren't willing to do that as you look around. But you can. The problem is an addict alone is in bad company. And you might say, well, I'm not an addict. Well, yeah. If you're overweight, you're a I'm not going to do it addict. If you don't work out, you're a I don't work out addict, right? So to change, you're going to need help. It's not in you to do it, is it? Or you'd have done it, right? It's not already in you to do it, or you would have done it. So you're going to need to go outside of yourself for this to happen. And if you're like me in other areas where I've done really poorly and failed miserably, it was usually because of this pride, thinking, I'll get it figured out. I can come up with how to do it. I'll eventually figure it out. And it never did until I went outside of myself and asked for help. So most people, and I hear them all the time, well, I know how to do it. Well, actually, you're full of pride, thinking you're going to do it. It's been 20 years. You've been obese. You got serious problems. And you go around saying, well, I know what to do. It ain't doing you any good, right? So we've got to be willing to go outside of ourselves and say, I need help. Will somebody help me? I'm a mess. I've been trying for years, and I've been kidding myself, acting like something's going to change. It never does. Here I am, a mess. You're going to have to come to that place where you say, I need help with this stuff. I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to stop eating ice cream and Cheetos and bourbon and Coke just so I can lose weight. Okay, then that's never going to happen with your current mindset and way of looking at things. But if you say and mean it, man, I really want this. I really want this to happen for me. I want to lose this weight and look like I work out. And then you reach out to people that are in a better place than you mentally about that and emotionally dealing with that. They can help you. They can help. It's kind of like a mentoring or discipling thing. And I love it when people come to me and say, help me do this. And I remember I showed a picture of Tony the other day, who I worked with for years, and he's got it. He's doing the things we're talking about. But it took a while of challenging his thinking and the way he did things, and eventually he came around and he's got it. So those are the three things. Hope that you found this helpful, not overly painful to watch me tell you you're lying, all that stuff. You know what I mean. I mean, we lie to ourselves, don't we? I'm not exempt. Behind every self-destructive thing you do is a lie you believe and a truth to be received. I'm telling you the truth. Love to help you if you need it. God bless. See you next time for another episode. Have a great week.